morning students, and welcome back once again to the another video for the class 10 Human Eye in Colorful World. And we are moving on to the last few topics of the chapter, and then hopefully we'll finish the chapter today. So the topic that we are going to study today is the scattering of light. In the previous video, we studied about the atmospheric refraction and how we see the sun even after the setting and how we see the sun before it is rising. Okay, so that was advanced sunrise and delayed sunset, and that was happening when the light entered the atmosphere. So, but in this particular topic, we are not talking about the refraction. Okay, what is happening? Normally, you see the color of the sky to be blue. Okay. In the atmosphere, we have different types of gases around us. But the color of the gases is not blue or white. Okay? You see the air around you everywhere. We know that we have air around us, but we do not see it. Okay? Because the particles of air are not visible to us. But then why is the color of the sky blue appearing to us? And while at sunrise or sunset we see it to be reddish or orangish color. Okay, and that is when this particular topic comes in. What happens is the white light or the light from the sun, when it enters the atmosphere, all the particles of the atmosphere scatter the light. That is, the particles, the rays of light get incident with the particles, and then they are scattered away. They are spread everywhere around us. Okay. Now, how does this happen? So, this is because of the Tyndall effect that we studied in the 9th standard chemistry. Okay. So, the Tyndall effect is another phenomena that is happening, which is known as scattering of light. If you have a colloidal solution and the light is passed through it, then the particles of the solution will scatter the light, and you will see the color of the solution to be a different color. Okay. Now, how does this happen? It's when we studied the dispersion of light. If you remember the dispersion of light, that one beam of white light contains all of the 7 colors. That is, one beam of white light contains all the 7 colors. But they are moving together with same speed. However, their frequency or wavelength is not same. Okay. The colors in the white beam of light have different wavelengths. Okay, and because of that, when they entered the prism while atmospheric refraction, you saw all the different colors emerging from the other side. It's because the white light is combined together with all the colors. But as soon as it enters the prism, what happened was that colors of different wavelengths get scattered because they are affected differently as soon as they enter the medium. And that is exactly what is happening around us. So what happens is, as soon as the light enters a medium, that is our atmosphere, okay, the colors of the different wavelengths are treated differently. So how does this happen? Let's say that this is our Earth, and this is the atmosphere around it. Now observe this very carefully. Okay. Let's say that we are somewhere over here, and the sun is somewhere around here. Now as soon as the white light enters this, the blue colored light in the atmosphere, the particles of the atmosphere, this blue colored light and the colors before that, they are scattered away. The particles of the atmosphere, that is the molecules of different gases as well as water particles, that is humidity, or even dust particles. All these particles combined together, the smaller wavelength colors are scattered away, and the light that reaches us is blue and the other colors. So that is why the color of the sky appears to be blue, because the other light is scattered and the light that is reaching us is blue colored light. Okay. Now similarly, during sunrise and sunset, let's say that this is the horizon, okay, and the white light from the sun is entering from this particular side. So it has to travel this much distance. As you can see, this is a shorter distance and this is a longer distance. Similarly, this is sunrise and this is in the noon, that is at 12 p.m. mark, and then it becomes evening over here, and this is where the sun sets. So these beams of white light are entering from the sun. Imagine this to be the beams of white light. Now you can see that this is the longer distance reaching to us. So what happens is the light coming from this particular side has to travel a much longer distance, and therefore while traveling much longer distance, the light comes in contact with more particles because of the longer distance. It travels a certain distance, then some particles come in contact, it travels another certain distance, and another particles, another colors come into contact. And so, the only colors that remains while it is reaching to us, that is the higher colored wavelength, that is the red color and the orangish color. If you remember, when we performed the practical of prism, the color which had the least refraction was the red color refraction, and the color which has the maximum refraction was the violet color. So violet color over here and red color over here. So the figure was in this particular direction, and this was happening because violet color has the shortest wavelength. Okay. So when the violet colored light particles are traveling, their wavelength is like this. And when the red colored white light is traveling, then its particles are traveling like this. So it has a much larger wavelength. And because of this, it is having the least refraction, and violet color is having the maximum refraction. So same thing is happening over here. When the light is reaching us at this particular point, all the other colored white lights which are having shorter wavelength than red and orange color, they are getting scattered everywhere, and the only color that remains is the higher color wavelength, that is the orangish and reddish color, and that is why you see the color of the sun to be red or orange while sunrise. And same thing is happening over here as well, because the light is traveling a much longer distance, and that is why it has to travel the more distance it covers, it is coming more in contact with the particles, and so the other colors are getting scattered around in the atmosphere, and the only color that remains is the reddish and the orange color which we see during sunset. Now this does not happen during daytime because the red colored wavelengths do not get the time to reach us. Before that, only the colors that are scattered are violet and other colors, and somewhere over here it reaches till blue color. So the color of the sky appears to be blue to us because blue color is visible to us, and the colors before that are scattered. Okay? So violet color is always scattered because it is having the shortest wavelength, then indigo, and then blue. So you see the blue color to be scattered everywhere after sunrise. I hope it is clear to you, student. This concludes our chapter, that is the Tyndall effect, scattering of light, and why we see the color of the sky to be blue, and why do we see the color of the sky to be reddish or orangish color, or why do we see the sun to be red or orange color during sunrise and sunset. So this is the reason. If you see in the 12th afternoon, the sun is the brightest because it has to travel the shortest distance, and only small amount of light is getting scattered. So most of the time during 12 noon in the afternoon, you will see that the surrounding area of the sun is all whitish and all. Why? Because the sun is emitting white light, and the light that is reaching you is the white light, because almost no color is getting scattered. Observe this during afternoon. It will be very difficult to observe the sun, and the surrounding area of the sun will also be whitish in color. Okay, but if you see on the other side, you will see that the color is blue, because at that time the other colors are getting scattered and the color that remains is blue. Okay. I hope it is clear to you, students. Quite simple, and this is happening because of the Tyndall effect. What is Tyndall effect? Tyndall effect is the scattering of light when a light passes through a colloidal solution that we studied in 9th standard during chemistry classes. Okay? And light also scatters with the particles around it because of the wavelength of the objects, wavelength of the light particles, and the particles, the size of the particles of the atmosphere. Smaller color wavelength will strike with the shorter size object, and the larger wavelengths will strike with the larger size objects. I hope it is clear to students. Quite simple, and this concludes our chapter, and we'll start with the revision.